This is the forest I've been growing for the last 3 years. I want to show you some of the trees that have been growing here, and you see that you can make really a good natural environment with very little effort. So look at all these trees. Look at all this. All this. This was a bare rock without anything. And I decided to make something out of this. Now I'm going even to water a few more plants that I've done in the last 1 week. But because the rains are not come, I'm decided to be watering them every day. Not every day, once a week. Actually, I do it only on Saturdays, and today is being a Saturday. I want to do some watering so that they can be able to sustain and wait for the rains. The rains will be coming in the next 2 months, 1.5 actually. So if I do it maybe a few more Saturdays, they will be ready to go. So some of these which I've planted recently, one of the trees is this one. I don't know the real biological name of this tree, but if you have an idea, you can be able to comment and tell me what is this is the leaf, so you can be able to comment and tell me what type of a tree is this one. This one is 1 year old. You can look at it. And these ones are 3 years old. All these, and see how tall they are. 3 years old. This is this one is called bamboo. This is a small bamboo. This bamboo is actually 3 years old also. Look how tall it has become. I have also some giant baboons which I've been able to plant last season. Yeah, they are just growing. Look at this. This one is less than a year old. This tree is indigenous in this climate. I don't know the name of this tree, but if you have a name, you can be able to put it in the comment. I uprooted it in another forest. I came and planted it here 2.5 years ago, and it's doing well. Irrespective of that, it's very close to a small part where people are passing and they've been destroying it, but it has been resilient and it's growing. That fruit tree called Dukwa, as tall as it is 2 years old. It's growing very fast here in this climate. I have a stream here with an intake, with a water intake here. So some people are harvesting some water near my land here. Can look at it. And above here, the government has also put up another big culvert, called a box culvert, where the vehicle is passing. This one was not there 4 months ago. It has just been constructed, and you can see it is barely, even the trees have not grown, nothing is growing. And I hope anything. Far away there, maybe you can't see correctly unless I zoom a little bit. You might see it's coming very white if I zoom. Maybe I'll go there and show you when I'm closer, because it's a giant bamboo which I've planted. Now I'm doing some watering, and I get water from here, but today the water seems to be very little here. See, these are always full, but now they have very little water. But I'm going to fetch some water here from my. This is the container I'm using to fetch the water with. Then now we need to go and put on the plants as you watch. Oh, this is a terrain. There's a mixture bridge here. I don't know how I'm going to close with the camera and the water. Maybe I need to put, you look at it. I'll have to pose the camera here so that I can be able to close. Then I'll show you how I'm watering the plant. So let me close the camera for now. I have just closed. You can see how deep it is. Now there's another. This one I'm growing them there. This one is this would be 3 years old, but because it has been being cut by people here, it has not grown very far. But if you look at the stem, is huge. It could have been a big tree, but people here are not able to conserve the trees the way I am conserving them. So they pass through here and cut them. Now I need to show you the tree that I'm coming to do the watering. This is the one. This is a very good indigenous tree in this climate. I planted two like this season. One is here, the other one is on there. I will show you also. And this is also macadamia. I've also planted last season. No, that's not that season. This season, I'm also watering it. And the giant bamboo. You look at the parent stem, how big it is. Look. I'm watering them. So the terrain here is very steep. This one is cedar. You know it. This one is I planted it last season. It's doing very well. Another big cedar is here. But this one is 2 years old now. Okay. This one I don't know what the name is. Maybe those you know, just check the leaves. Can tell me the biological name of this tree. It grows very fast in this climate. I planted the dose of this season. I'm also trying to water it. I don't know what has eaten my. This was an pawpaw, but something has just cut it. Let me put a few drops of water here. It will grow. It will grow back if it doesn't grow. And I was climbing up the hill. Oh, it is very steep. Oh, okay. Now this one is another one. The one I was telling you is an indigenous tree. What is the indigenous tree I talked about? Very particular about it. That's why I'm doing the watering. I planted it after the rains. So I'm supporting it with watering it weekly. And you can see the water now. I'm watering it. Once you water once a week, you will wait for the rains. Once these rains pass, then it is going to go by. You will wait for the next year's rain without any problem. So let me pause the video here. I do the other watering, then I will show you other plants on the other side. I'm back. I want to show you now. I'm going to the other side to do some watering on the other side. It's a big forest I've done in my backyard. And one day I'll show you how it was before I even planted anything here. You will not have come here to do anything. Now everybody want to come here and see how it is. Let me take you to the giant bamboo that I also planted this season. And I'm doing some watering on it, although it can withstand on its own. But I want it to grow fast. And this is the one. Look at it. You Look at it. I planted 5 of these this season. This one is going to grow and fill all this area. Within a very short time, it will have filled all this area, and I'll be keeping you updated on it, on everything we do. Now I'm going on the other side, but it is very hilly here. You can see how steep it is. I'll show you the steepness when I reach the other end. Wow. And the hill. Now I've climbed the hill. Guys, this is a very terrain. The terrain here is huge. And look at the perimeter wall on the side of my house. Yeah, look at it. If you look at it, you'll sympathize. Look at that. My compound is up there. Now you see, come on down, 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 down. Then we start the trees. This is a banana. This banana, I've already eaten a banana here. These are mangoes. I'm gonna show you. Okay, look. These are mangoes. They have grown big. This mango tree, it's this one is the first thing I planted here. It's 5 years old, and this is the first time it is bearing fruits. These are its first fruits. Guys, hey, there's another one I've not seen. Look! I've not seen this one. I've not noticed this. Guys, whoever want a mango, please comment on the comment. I can send you one by telepost or by EMS or by whatever. Because this one we're going to eat it in a kind of a party. This is the first fruit for this tree, and I'm very encouraged. Initially, when I started planting here, my idea was to grow fruits, but I realized fruits alone will not do. So I borrowed another technology called periculture. Periculture is a technology whereby you plant everything and anything, and that's the more drive. So I integrated everything, and this is when the soils became more friendly than if we had done only fruits, because that would have been monoculture, and the soils were very infertile. Now everything is growing. Look at this tree. This one is 4 years old. Look, it is tall and tall. I cannot reach the head, but the stem would really tell you how tall that could be. Look at this here. That's the river. That's where I was watering those ones. But I come through that more. You can see that branch there. It's a bridge. I call it a bridge. Okay. Yeah, I have to cross something else. I'm also doing some watering on some. Okay, these ones are planted for the purpose of maintaining the climate here. They are not fruits or anything. They're just indigenous trees. And let me see how we cross here. Wow, okay. Those who love the environment are the ones who will be able to enjoy this video. If you are a lover of the environment, just like me, you'll enjoy this video. Oh, this is one of my cinder that is very has a lot of history. I'm watering it now, but I give you the story now. After putting the water, let me show you how it is. Then I give you the story behind it. Look at this. 1 year ago, I visited a friend of mine who had a very old cinder tree. I collected some seeds from there, quite a number of seeds. I germinated them. This is the only one which is germinated. I took care of it until it became this size. I planted it here this season. Actually, I planted it here like a month ago, and I'm done doing the watering. This will become a very big tree. bearing in mind I grew it from a seed, I'm very happy. This one, this tree also, 1 year ago, I propagated it from a stem of the tree I have, another tree I have on the compound the other side, and I grew it on my small garden up there. I watered it. I planted it like a month ago, so that's why I'm doing some watering on it, because this is now hot season here. The climate can be very hot. I need to be watering. I water it once a week, but after when the rains come now, it will be ready to go on its own. I have another small one here. These ones I also grow them like seeds, but these ones grow quite a bit here in this climate. My compound they germinate. In the month of May, there will be a lot of seeds and they start germinating on their own. Then I'm able to put them on my nursery, grow them, give them to my friends, and plant. But I've planted many. And on the other side, I will show you some grown trees on it. So guys, there's one more I have not watered there. I want to do the watering. Look at this terrain. Look at this terrain. Look. Look at this terrain. There's another seed there. I'll come to do a bit of good watering there. I'll bring my pipe here and water a bit, throw a bit more of water to that terrain. I can see that cinder is feeding it. It can get even dry, can also dry up. So it is. I don't know what else I've not shown you here. Okay, this tree. Let me show you. This tree from down here, up there. This is an indigenous tree that grows here. I planted it 4 years ago, and you can see it is growing. It is doing very fast. Initially, the first 2 years they do nothing. They do very little, and it is growing. There's another tree here, which I brought from the Congo forest. It's this place. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it correctly, this one. But this is a very slow grower. If I tell you this one is 5 years old, you will not believe it. This is a 5-year-old tree. Look. I don't know when it will be full size. If I will be able to document it and show you the growth. I was told they grow in Congo forest, and in our climate here, which is also a tropical climate. Because I reside on the eastern side of the Mount Kenya, it's a bit cooler. It is not doing very well, or maybe it's supposed to grow that way. I don't know. Maybe the expert will tell us that tree, but it seems to be growing very slowly. Maybe those ones take years, maybe 500 years to mature, or 200 years. This is another cedar tree which I planted 1 year ago. And this one is doing very well. Excellent tree. That one is doing fine. Okay. I'm going back to this way. This tree. Let me show you this tree. The tree here is very unforgiving. Eh? Wow. This one is a fruit. It's called dukwat. Dukwat. This one I planted it here 4 years ago, and that's how it is. It is maybe in another 2 years that it start bearing fruits. This one, this tree, I bought it 5 years ago, but I wanted it to plant. I planted it in a pot. In those 5 years, 2 years it was potted. I put it in a pot in my compound. Then I realized it was not doing very well. So I came and planted it here. Now it is 3 years old, and this is how big it is. Look at that stem now. Big and huge. This one is another banana. You can see the old stem which I've already harvested. I hit something there. Now there's 3 young ones which are shooting up. They could be doing better than this, but because the trees are overshadowing it, it will not do very well. But it will grow. But it will not grow as it should. And even this one, the mother one was very big. I got a very big, huge planting. But now because the trees have grown, it is going to finish off. It is not going to do well. It takes a lot of light. Yes, this other banana down here also has a story which I would want to give you. The story it makes sense only to me because I know about it. This banana, this one, I got that stem down there in the river. If you look at that river, when it plants is a big river. So I don't know where they uprooted that from. So when the river subsided, I got a stem down there. I collected it and came and planted it here. And it looks like it is doing very well here. So basically, maybe I show you the other side of the forest. And this will be, you have not seen my terrain a bit more. And you see we are back now on the wall. So when I walk along the wall, oh, there's something else here. This one, these three people in here, this area, they chew these leaves, not the leaves. Yeah, they chew the leaves and they get a bit intoxicated in a way. The name here, the local people call it Mira. In the Ethiopian islands, they call it cat. And it's chewable, it's chewed. Some countries it's legal, some countries it's not very, very legal, but it's okay. Okay. This was another one I planted in this season. I don't know who will tell me the biological name. I don't know the biological names of these trees. Okay. This is this tree. Let me show you first. This tree up there, and this brother here, which are up there. These ones are called jackfruit. This jackfruit I came with some seeds from a neighboring country, and I germinated them, grew them, and was able to get 3 of them. These 2 and another one on the other side of the compound, which are now grown. They are from seeds to this age. They are 4 years old, but from planting they are 3 years because I had 1 year to germinate them and then plant them. This is another tree which I collected some seeds in our church compound, and I have germinated them and grown. I've planted quite a number of these. I have another place also I will show you when I go there, where I've planted another big forest. This forest is just on my backyard. I have another forest where I have a little bit bigger land which I'm growing in another place. So that's now going towards my backyard so I can be able to see the there's another tree here. This one I need to show you the stem and give you a story. Look at this stem, that huge, where the bend is. That is that tree. This tree, this tree is like 4 years old, not here, but on its life. I planted it on my pot in my compound for 2 years. Then I realized it was not doing well. So the last other 2 years, I planted it here, and look at how huge it is. It is growing very huge and it's doing very well. So I think it is, I don't know what the name of this, but there are some fruits like macadamia. There are some fruits there I cannot be able to reach there and show you, but look at it up there. I was being told it's planted in places like Colombia. Maybe somebody from Colombia can know the name here and be able to enlighten us. These are the stairs going from my backyard, from my forest, my backside. Look at my wall. Look at my wall. Huge. Okay, the oldest trees in my compound are these ones. These are local indigenous trees here. These are the ones I planted the first time I came to this, when I finished building my house here. Yeah. So these ones are, I would say these ones, together with the other eucalyptus trees there, which I can also go and show you, are 7 years old. So they are as old as this compound. Let me show you also the other 7-year-old eucalyptus, but that one is huge, huge. But although the eucalyptus here, I want to finish them off because they gas a lot of water and they're not good for the environment. And planted them initially just to hold the soils because here the soils were very loose. And when we were building the wall, the first wall we built here actually collapsed. So we had to rebuild another reinforced wall. And then I want to plant these trees to hold the soils. Now because the soils already now are ready and strong enough, I want to get rid of this. So if you want some timber and you are living in my backyard, please come for this tree. Look. Look at that stem. This is a, and it is tall and tall and tall. This one can go on and on and on and on and on. This is a 7-year-old eucalyptus. Together with all these others, they grow very fast. These are only trees that you can plant here and harvest many times. If I cut them now and then I don't dry the stems, I can cut them again. In another 4 years again they will be grown. Look at this. Let's go down here. I show you something. Yeah, this is it. This 4-year-old. They are huge and huge and huge. This is how much they grow here. Look at the terrain on the other side. So basically, this is it in my compound, in my forest. And when I came here initially, my place here was very bare. For this, there's nothing. But my neighbor on the other side had a very good forest on the other side, which he has already destroyed. And I was telling him, I was saying, hey, how can I make my place to be like his place? Now he has destroyed, he has left with a few trees. And some buildings started coming up that side. So they will destroy theirs, but you will see mine as it grows. So my forest here, in another 2 years, it will be a very deep forest. Oh, there's this eucalyptus tree also. I have not eucalyptus. Look what, I don't know whether I've shown you this one, but it has a story. This is, I think, also the second oldest here. This one is 6 years old. It is bearing fruits now. It's pretty mature. It's called a dukwat. And just collected a small stem there when it was raining. Came and just planted it there. I never even grew it in a nursery or anything. Just planted there. Now this is the second year as it has grown fruits. Yeah. This is another jackfruits. The brother of the other two I showed you, which I've also planted here. They are big. Although these ones grow, they are fruit from the stem. I don't know how many years it will take for them to grow. So, guys, to wrap it up, this is it. Now that's basically how my forest looks like. So if you visit me, I can take you for a nature walk down here and you'll love it. My dream is coming out slowly, though it has been very painful to bring this thing. Many people are discouraging me. They didn't want me to grow anything, telling me nothing can happen here, can't grow anything. But I knew exactly what I wanted. I'm a lover of trees, I'm a lover of nature. I'm trying to do. Now the other side there where we are monitoring my neighbor. My neighbor this side is very destructive on trees. One of the most biggest indigenous trees which was far away there. Maybe it would have been 1,000 years or more old. He guys cut it last month. I was very bitter with him, but because it's not my compound, I do nothing. This other huge tree there, they have been pruning it for the last 2 years, and now the tree seems like it is going to die now because they are not letting it to grow naturally. That's a old tree, the one which is holding the soil down there. But now I have nothing. What I did is I went down there and planted some baboons on his compound, deliberately, because there is nothing you can do on them when they grow. cannot destroy them, but they are going to haunt the soil. They are going to change the climate. In the baboons, actually, they are able to generate to absorb a lot of carbon. So I want to do mine will be a Monday for this area. Maybe the time people might run something from here. And this alone, being a small farm, might make even people change their mind and do it inexpensively, and maybe it can be able to be good for the mother nature. Because if we don't take care of this environment of ours, we are also it is not going to take care of us. We're not going to have anything to breathe, and that's how it is. So basically, that's how my forest is. Now I'm going back to the house from the backyard, and maybe I will see you in the next video when I upload something more suitable, something else. Thank you very much, and have a nice day. Thank you. Now I've entered my compound. Thank you so much.